What if a wealthy bride, adorned in a gown worth thousands, publicly shuns her father during their traditional dance at her lavish wedding, only for the unassuming janitor to step forward, his unexpected move, leaving the room in stunned silence? This isn't just a tale of family drama or social hierarchy. It's a story of hidden connections, unspoken love, and a twist of fate that turns a moment of rejection into one of profound revelation. In a world where wealth often dictates worth, what happens when a humble janitor holds the key to a bride's heart and a room full of guests? Get ready to be spellbound, because this true story from May 31st, 2025, at 7:45 p.m. +7, during a glittering wedding reception, will tug at your emotions and remind you that love transcends status. Let's step into the opulent ballroom and uncover the secret that changed everything. The evening of Saturday, May 31st, 2025, was alive with elegance at the Grand Meridian Hotel in Riverside City, where the clock struck 7:45 p.m. +7. The air shimmered with the scent of roses and champagne as 28-year-old Sophia Langston, a wealthy heiress to a real estate empire, celebrated her wedding to tech mogul James Hartley. The ballroom, adorned with crystal chandeliers and tables draped in silk, buzzed with the elite, business tycoons, socialites, and distant relatives. Sophia, radiant in a $15,000 custom gown, had planned every detail to perfection, from the 5-tier cake to the live orchestra. The highlight of the night was the father-daughter dance, a tradition she'd once cherished as a child. But tonight, as the music swelled with a soft waltz, Sophia's expression hardened when her father, Richard Langston, approached the dance floor. Richard, a stern 60-year-old with silver hair and a tailored suit, had built the family fortune, but had been a distant father, often prioritizing business over family. Sophia's childhood memories were marred by his absences, missed recitals, forgotten birthdays, and a recent argument over her wedding budget had deepened the rift. As he extended his hand, she recoiled, her voice cutting through the music. "No, Dad, I'm not dancing with you," she said coldly, her words amplified by the microphone. Gasps rippled through the crowd, and Richard's face flushed with humiliation as he stepped back, retreating to a corner. The guests whispered, some shocked, others nodding in approval of Sophia's defiance. The orchestra faltered, the moment hanging heavy until the MC awkwardly transitioned to the next event. Unnoticed by most, 45-year-old Carlos Mendoza, the hotel's night janitor, stood near the back, sweeping quietly. Carlos had worked at the Grand Meridian for 15 years, a widower who immigrated from Mexico and raised 2 daughters on his modest wages. His uniform's faded blue coveralls was a stark contrast to the guests' finery, yet his eyes followed the drama with a quiet intensity. As the room buzzed with unease, Carlos set his broom aside, straightened his posture, and walked toward the dance floor. The crowd's chatter faded as he approached Sophia, his steps deliberate. "Excuse me, miss," he said, his voice steady despite his nerves. "May I have this dance?" Sophia turned, her brow furrowing in confusion. "Who are you?" she snapped. The room held its breath, waiting for her rejection. But then, a memory flickered in Sophia's mind. As a child, during her father's long absences, she'd spent hours in the hotel's back rooms where Carlos worked. He'd been her secret friend, telling her stories, teaching her Spanish songs, and once giving her a handmade bracelet when she cried over a lost doll. She'd forgotten him over the years, her life consumed by wealth and ambition. Now, seeing his weathered face, recognition dawned. "Carlos," she whispered, her voice breaking. He nodded, a gentle smile creasing his face. "I've watched you grow, Sophia. I'd be honored to dance with you, if you'll have me." Tears welled in her eyes, and she extended her hand, the room erupting in a collective gasp as the orchestra resumed the waltz. As they danced, Carlos spoke softly. "Your father loves you, even if he doesn't show it well. I know loss. I lost my wife. Don't let pride steal your time with him." Sophia's tears fell, her heart softening. The guests, initially stunned by the janitor's boldness, watched in awe as the dance unfolded, a poignant contrast to the earlier tension. When the music ended, Sophia hugged Carlos tightly, whispering, "Thank you." She then turned to her father, who had watched from the sidelines, his eyes misty. "Dad, let's try again," she said, offering her hand. Richard stepped forward, embracing her. Their reconciliation, a silent apology witnessed by all. The moment didn't end there. A guest, a local journalist, captured the dance on video, posting it online with the caption, "Janitor steals the show at lavish wedding." By 9 p.m. plus 7, it had gone viral, amassing over 1 million views. Comments praised Carlos's humility and Sophia's change of heart, sparking conversations about family and forgiveness. The hotel's management, initially embarrassed, promoted Carlos to a supervisory role by Monday, June 2nd, 2025, with a significant raise, citing his exemplary character. Sophia's father, moved by the incident, announced a new charity fund in Carlos's name to support underprivileged workers, launched on June 10th, 2025, with a $100,000 donation. Sophia and Richard began repairing their relationship, with weekly dinners starting June 5th, 2025. Carlos became a regular guest, his daughters forming a bond with Sophia. The wedding video inspired a social media movement, Dance of Grace, encouraging people to mend family ties, with over 50,000 posts by June 15th, 2025. A local TV station interviewed Carlos, airing on June 20th, 2025, where he credited his faith, quoting Matthew 5:9, "Blessed are the peacemakers." His story reached national news, earning him invitations to speak at community events, where he shared how love overcame status. The Langston family's image shifted from wealth to warmth, with Sophia and Richard collaborating on the charity, expanding it to $500,000 by July 2025. Carlos's life transformed. He bought a small home, reuniting with his daughters under one roof by August 1st, 2025. Sophia, reflecting on the night, wrote in her journal, "I thought I'd lost my father, but Carlos showed me love can bridge any gap." The wedding, once marred by rejection, became a symbol of redemption, proving that a janitor's courage could silence a room and heal a family. What does this mean for us? Carlos's act reflects Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other. It challenges us to look beyond appearances and mend broken bonds. Here's a challenge. This week, reach out to a estranged loved one or help someone overlooked. Share your story. Let's close with Colossians 3:13. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. A rich bride's refusal met a janitor's grace. Let forgiveness transform your life too. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. For more powerful real-life stories, turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.